If you're new here, I'm the Classic Farmer, and this week the old JCB's off to meet its maker. We're tidying up some land that we managed to rent, and we're dodging tax. There's lots of information the whole way through the video, so stick it out and I'll catch you at the end in the comments. The old JCB that we've been pillaging for parts to get the other Nuffield going has made it back as far as the yard. We're going to finish stripping what we can off this, and then the rest of the body's heading to meet its maker very soon. I'll pull the loading arms off, pull the rest of the rams, take out the valve chests and take the tyres off, and that'll be pretty much her then, ready to head in to beat the gas axe. So we're up at a new piece of ground that we've been able to lease. It borders our own farm, so it's pretty handy. That's some of our land over there, and this hasn't been looked after for a while, so I'm going to try and get it back into shape. There's one really bad corner down here. The reshes are about 6 feet tall in it. So I'm up with a quad. I've modified the sprayer to lift it up a little bit, and I'm just ploughing through it line by line with a quad, trying to get a bit of roundup onto these reshes down here. I have a bit of digger work to do next week, so whenever I have a slightly bigger digger head out for the next job, I'm going to bring it up here, and there's a ditch that runs the whole way along the bottom there. We'll get that all cleaned out, and then hopefully in the springtime we'll get the rest of this field all burned off, and I have a special plan for it. A little bit of something new. So yeah, a lot of work to do here, and a little surprise coming in the springtime. So that extension that I was talking about for the sprayer, that's why I needed it. Just about holds the sprayer up above the reshes. It's enough to get ploughed through a line here and a line there. I'll get a bit of roundup on. All the little inventions get you by. JCB's off to meet her maker. Wait to the gas torch for this one. There's not much left now at this stage. Hired out a slightly bigger toy than my own one. Well, it's a bit newer, a bit nicer to drive, and a little bit heavier, so we're going to use it up here. We're up at this field that we've leased, and we're going to try and start to bring it into shape. So there's a ditch that runs down along that edge and the whole way up the bottom. We'll get that cleaned out. As you've seen, I've already been up with a quad, sprayed off those reshes, so we'll top them in the springtime. And this will all get sprayed off in the spring once it gets grazed off a little bit over the winter. And these winds down the side, they need pulled back too to take it back to the fence line again. But anyway, we've got a big digger out, so let's get to work. Now I don't know what you think, but I think that ditch is pretty full. That should make a serious difference to this field whenever that's cleaned out. Flip me, must have been years. further I go up the field, the worse it gets. Look at that. It's filled to the neck. No wonder the bottom of this field's a quagmire. That's going to be a serious difference when that's cleaned. Now, anyone who watches me regularly will probably have noticed that I haven't been able to get a video out every week. Things are changing here quite dramatically. So that's kind of taking up all my time at the minute. Whether it'll be a good change or a bad change, who knows? It's definitely not the 5-year plan I had originally intended a couple of years ago. But it is here. There's big changes on the way. I can't jump right into them right now, but I'll try and do a video over the Christmas holidays explaining everything and where things are going to be going over the next few years. I've lost my calves. I don't know where they've ended up, but they've disappeared from where they're supposed to be. So now we're going to play a game of hide and seek with 6 rather energetic little bull calves. They're nowhere easy to be found. So we're going to have to play detective. It must be a first class animal tracker. I think I found the escape route. There's fresh droppings. And that looks like calf tracks. So they've gone this way. Found them. They decided to escape to the far side of the farm. Right, let's get them home. Come on, boys, come on. So it's coming up to the end of the year. You've done okay in the farm. You've earned a little bit of money. You've got a tax bill coming. So what do we do to reduce that tax bill? That's right, we buy stuff that we need for the farm. Now, it's stuff that maybe could have sat in the long finger for a while, or maybe stuff you actually really do need right now. But when the money's there, let's reinvest it in the business. I've been to an auction, been to a follower, I bought some stuff. What's the first thing we bought? We bought a flail mower. Now, lots of people in the auction thought that this flail mower was seized. It's not seized. It was just sitting down on the hard stones. So whenever they went to turn the PTO shaft, nothing moved. If they'd been smart, walked around the back of the machine, and just tilted it forward a fraction, they would have seen that it wasn't seized. Anyway, let's look at the flail mower. Purchase number 2. I've got a Lily Lotus. Picked it up from a very good follower. I am sick of everyone saying, you need to get a Lily Lotus, it's way better than a PZ hay bob. Well, we're going to find out now next year, aren't we? We've got a Lily Lotus, PZ hay bob, and a Far conventional tedder. And we'll see which one makes better hay, which one does less tangling, and which one is generally all around a better job. So, no complaints. Next year, I'm putting your Lily Lotus to the test, guys. We'll see which one stands up better. Right then, let's get this load home. Gonna try and tow it without a trailer. I think the L200 is well capable for it. And yes, of course, there's lights at the back of it. But, you know what they say? If it's not right, move it at night. Purchase number 3 to reduce our tax bill at the end of the year. We've bought a McHale 991 wrapper. I know someone's give it a dodgy paint job, but it's all there. It wasn't dear at the auction. Everything seems to work, you know, all the levers. Rams look good. Belts look okay in the turntable. Yeah, it's had a couple of welds here and there. The arms had a little bit of abuse. But all in all, for the price that was paid for it, it was well worth it. So, I need to wait for the summertime now to give it a go. And it's on the 750mm wrap. So what more could you ask for? Well, if you liked the video, don't forget to like the video. And 95% of you who watch me regularly aren't subscribed, so go on, hit that subscribe button. It's helping everybody out. And don't be afraid to drop a comment. I love chatting to you all down there. I'll see you next week.